Kreg of Kreg's Custom Carpentry. This next segment that I'm going to be making today, one of the things I'm going to be showing you is how I make my arches that go up above the bookcase. And what I do is normally I use like a 1x6, and then I take some templates that I've made. I made up some templates that are 4 feet, 4 feet 6, 5 feet, 5, 6, and 6 feet. Because that usually covers most of my arches. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can make arches. You can use a trammel arm if you want to do it, set up a table. I do so many custom bookcases that's why I made up my templates. It just makes it easier, and I can adjust the 4 foot to any size, the 5, 6 one down a little bit, and it gives a nice arch and makes the cabinet look excellent. So I've made up my template, and what I'm going to do now is I trim off most of the excess with a jigsaw, and then I'll come back around with the router and trim it off. So let me get started doing this right now. Always make sure you're clearing your table. Okay, what I'm going to be doing now is flush trimming this up against the template, and I use a Festool 1010 router. You can use any router that you want. I put a flush trim bit on that has a top bearing, and the reason for the top bearing is because that's where my template is. So you just want to squat down here to adjust this here. Get it right up against the edge here so it follows the template, but yet also trims the board out. So right there looks great. Okay, that's all set. Okay, then you just come back here and fire it up, write it out. The template I just nailed down to the table. Holds pretty tight too, so there we go. And there it is. Now, next thing I'm going to do is sand it, clean it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take my trim router. I have another little small router here from Bosch, the little Colt, that has a little round over. And on this particular one, I'm going to run a little round over on here, and makes it look real sharp. So that's basically how I do the arch. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is just clean this up a little bit, and then I'll put the little round over edge on it, clamped it up to the table. Another thing nice about this MFT work table is Festool makes these clamps that fit into the holes, and you just set it in there. Put one on this side, nice and tight, Crank it down, holds the board standing up real good. Grab my little Colt router and put a nice little round over on this. Real nice up there on the cabinet. That's how I do a basic arch for the cabinet.